Good morning, everyone. This week's Torah portion has the priestly blessing. May God bless you and protect you. May He shine His countenance towards you and be gracious to you. May He lift His face towards you and grant you peace. The opening words of the priestly blessing is that God told Moses, tell your brother Aaron and his descendants, Ko tivarachu, so shall you bless the Jewish people. And the rabbis ask, what does it mean, so, in such a manner? What is the emphasis of in such manner shall you bless the Jewish people? And there are three different interpretations. The Rambam says that it means to say with this precise formula. These are the words you should use. If the Kohen wants to embellish the words, he cannot. He must stick to these precise words. And no matter if he's blessing one person or many people, men, women, it doesn't matter. These are the words of the priestly blessing. A second interpretation given by the Mamloes is that Ko Tevarachu means that since the priestly blessing follows the laws of the Nazir, the Nazirite is someone who took a vow to abstain from wine. So the priestly blessing says in such a manner, meaning in a state of being sober, not in a state of intoxication, that the Kohen who's drunk, intoxicated, cannot bless the Jewish people. He has to be like the Nazir in such a manner to not be inebriated. But there's a third interpretation given by the Maggid of Mezerich, a beautiful interpretation. And he says, Ko Tevarachu, when you bless the Jewish people, do it in the manner that they are. In other words, accept them for who they are, every Jew, and bless every Jew, no matter who they are and where they're at. Love them unconditionally. A Kohen should never say, well, is this person worthy of my blessing? Maybe I should bless this person rather than that person. Says the Torah, Ko Tevarachu, every person as they are. Every person is worthy of your blessing, and through your blessing you can elevate them and bring them to a higher level. Love every person. Accept them for who they are. It's a story told about a Hasidic Jew in Jerusalem who had a child who had some kind of a neurological disorder. And he heard there was a conference going on in Jerusalem where prominent doctors from all over the world were going to discuss this condition that his daughter had. So he went to the conference to listen in to the medical experts. There was a Jewish doctor from New York. He saw this religious Jew. He went over to him. He said, are you a doctor? He said, no. He said, why are you here? He says, I have a daughter with this condition. I wanted to learn the latest updates and breakthroughs. Anyways, they became friends over the conference, and the Hasidic Jew said, would you like to come to my house Friday night for Shabbat dinner? This doctor from New York said, I would love to. As they're walking home, the Hasidic Jew says, thank God my daughter's making great progress. She's doing really well. She has the best treatments. And he said, so much so that you can't even detect the medical condition that she has. It's not even noticeable anymore. Matter of fact, the Hasidic Jew says, I'll tell you what, I have 8 kids. And I would wonder if you, even though you're an expert in this field, if over the course of the dinner, whether you could figure out which one of my children has this disorder. So the doctor said, fine. He came to his house, had a lovely Friday night dinner. At the end of the dinner, he walked him to the door. He said, did you figure out which one of my daughters has this condition? He says, yeah, it was such and such daughter. He gave the name. He said, you're right. How did you detect it? There's nothing about her behavior that is any different. He said, I'll tell you how. He says, after you came home, you sang the Shalom Aleichem. Before the Kiddush, all your children lined up to get the priestly blessing. As the custom is, their fathers bless their children. Friday night, they come to their father, they lower their head. Father puts his hands on their heads and gives them the priestly blessing. He said, when all your children lined up, I noticed that when that daughter came to you for the priestly blessing, there was a little more emotion, a little more feeling in the blessing that you gave her. And I knew that that was the daughter who struggles with this condition. The priestly blessing tells us, Ko Tevarachu, every child, every person, every Jew is worthy of a blessing. And on the contrary, if someone has a deficiency, a struggle, a weakness, a challenge, an imperfection, that's all the more reason to even bless them with more love and more feeling of kindness and generosity. Have a wonderful day.